Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss the parts of animal and plant cells. As there are many parts of each, it may be confusing to try to remember them all. Let's try to clear that up with this video then, shall we? We'll discuss the animal cells first. Animal cells are generally the smaller of the two, and unlike plant cells, animal cells don't have a cell wall keeping their shape. So animal cells tend to have an irregular shape. So what does surround the animal cell? That would be the cell membrane. This is a thin, semi-permeable layer of protein and fat surrounding the cell. It protects the cell from its surroundings, controlling what comes in and goes out, such as nutrients. The lysosome, or the cell vesicles, are attached to the cell membrane. These are round organelles that have digestive enzymes to help digestion, excretion, and the cell renewal process. If the cell becomes damaged beyond repair, they can even destroy the cell. Inside the cell membrane includes all the different parts. These different parts don't just float in space though. They're encompassed by the cytoplasm, a jelly-like material that contains all the cell organelles. It also helps transport things throughout the cell. One of the most well-known parts of the animal cell is the nucleus. This contains DNA, RNA, and other genetic materials, giving the animal its traits. It also controls what happens in the cell. The nucleus has a nuclear membrane which surrounds the nucleus. It's also called the nuclear envelope. The nuclear membrane has tiny holes in it called nucleopores. These are involved in the movement of nucleic acids and proteins within the cell. Near the nucleus is the centrosome, a small organelle with a thick center and radiating tubules. The centrosome is where microtubules are produced. The peroxisomes are also near the nucleus, serving to help metabolize lipid substances. In plant cells, they help with photosynthesis. Let's get even funkier with the names. The Golgi apparatus. Fun name, isn't it? It's a flat, smooth-layered, sac-like organelle near the nucleus. It's involved in manufacturing, storing, packing, and transporting particles throughout the cell. Then there's the mitochondria, which are spherical or rod-shaped organelles. They're the powerhouse of the cell, having a large role in helping release energy. Tiny organelles called ribosomes are the place for protein synthesis. Endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, is composed of thin, winding sacs originating from the nucleus. There are two types of ER, rough and smooth. A vacuole is a membrane-bound organelle, which stores food, water, and wastes for a cell, while also serving to help the cell maintain its shape. And these are the parts of an animal cell. The most common types of animal cells tend to be skin, muscle, blood, nerve, and fat cells. Now we can discuss plant cells. These are largely similar to animal cells, but as mentioned earlier, there's a cell wall that animal cells don't have. The rigid cell wall helps the cell keep its shape, protect the cell from harsh environmental conditions, prevent the cell from losing water and drying up, and to allow substances such as water in and out of the cell. Even though there's a cell wall, that doesn't replace the cell membrane. There's both. This is adjacent to the cell wall, and acts the same as an animal cell's membrane would. The other parts of the animal cell are the same as the plant cell, but there is one other plant-specific organelle to discuss. Chloroplasts are only present in plant cells. These have colored pigments, namely chlorophyll, which help absorb light and trap the energy to synthesize carbohydrates. And that's all the parts to discuss. Thank you for taking some time to learn some biology. If you want more science, art, and math videos, feel free to comment which ones, and like and subscribe to support the channel. And feel free to check out my website Steam for Sam for merch and our blog. See you next time!